Hey there. I am out today again on another little adventure with my son Ledger. Now I'm sitting on a rock and it's not the most comfortable either way. Okay, so last week I did a video and I talked a little bit about that 1,000 hours. So I'd read an article or listened to a podcast or something, and it said that when you're 57 to 60, you've got about 1,000 healthy weeks left in your life. And that kind of sparked something in me. I'd already felt a change, but that sparked something in me. But in that video, I also talked a little bit about fear. And I said that I thought fear was what helped me be successful and drove me, right? Was a driver of my success. And I stick with that sort of. But I also think that I have really done some soul searching, and I think it's really insecurity. So I think that my fear of not pleasing people and not being kind and not being thought of as a kind person and my insecurities, I think that is what has driven my success more than fear. Fear of success, fear of failure is a real thing. So that I'm not negating that. I'm just saying that when I really look into it, it's more fear of not being accepted, but I think that also comes down to insecurities. So I think the story that I tell myself, I think that it was Brene Brown I listened to one time, and she talks about the story that I tell myself. The story that I tell myself is that if I'm not successful, I won't be loved. Or if I'm not successful, people won't think as highly of me. Or if I'm not successful, I will be a failure. If I'm not successful, blah, blah, blah. It's the story that I tell myself. And then that leads to feelings. And that leads to sometimes great feelings and sometimes really bad feelings. So what is that story? The story that I tell myself also is that if I want it done right, I have to do it myself. And that's not true. That's like just not true. But I can't get over that. And I think some of that's control. Some of that is control of my life and the people around me. And again, that's helped me be successful. I've been very successful in my professional career and family and personal life as well. But where does that come from? Does it come from fear, or does it come from being whole? And I am working on being whole, being a whole person. And that's hard. It's almost like I take 4 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. It's like a dance. And I'm in Texas. So it's like a Texas 2-step, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. And I guess that's okay. I guess that's the path that I'm on. And I guess we're all on a path. And my path is to be more of a whole person. My path is to be driven less by fear and insecurity than it is by wanting to feel good as a whole. And that's a challenge. That's always been a challenge for me. Like, I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to disappoint myself. I don't want to disappoint anyone. I just don't like it. Even when I am right about something. So I know that let's just say in a professional situation that I've had to reprimand someone or coach and counsel someone about something. I always go back to, I get the point across and I'm factual about that, but I still want to be liked. And what is that? What is that I want to be liked? And I can remember as far back as maybe in the 5th or 6th grade wanting to be liked. And luckily, I got in with a popular group of people, a popular group of girls. And I'm still actually friends with them. I'm 57. I'm still friends with a lot of them. But I had this insecurity, like, are you mad at me? I remember being on the softball field one day and someone didn't say something to me. Like it was a hi or hello or whatever I thought it should be. And I had convinced myself the story that I told myself was that they were mad at me and they didn't like me and I wasn't good enough. And it's so weird and it's embarrassing. It's actually, today it's embarrassing, but I guess in a way I still do that. I still tell myself a story. My partner doesn't say hi to me. The story I tell myself is I've done something wrong or she's mad and all kinds of craziness. And it really doesn't feel good. So that story that I tell myself when I'm not being whole doesn't make me feel good. And that's kind of a meter for me. It's like my litmus. If I am telling myself a story and it doesn't feel good, I know it right away. And your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and the story that you tell it. And here's how you can know that that's true. if I think about lemons, if we talk about lemons, like a nice juicy lemon, we squeeze the lemon, my mouth's watering. Now I'm nowhere close to a lemon, but it's a thought, and your body doesn't know the difference. It doesn't know the difference between sometimes fight or flight or the stress that you put on yourself. So anyways, I am out in the wild today. It's not really wild. We're at Dinosaur State Park in Glen Rose, Texas. It's a wonderful park to be at, and it's beautiful today. And I am out trying to be whole, and I'm being honest by having this conversation. I hope that you probably maybe have felt the same way. Leave me a comment if you have. I want to know how you've gotten over your fear or your insecurity. I'm kind of trying to embrace the fact that I'm insecure. I'm going to work on that one. You're insecure, Sheila. The story I'm telling myself is that that's bad. But really, it's not. It's only bad if I let it be bad.
Waking up in the flower bed, the sun is up, table set, we eat and drink.